WLFEDB Digital Network are engaging in the safe space. What is safe space? A safe space is a supporting and affirming environment for individuals within the LGBTQ+ community. Each podcast displaying the Safe Space logo will have resources available on hand for those in need without judgment. Here at WLFEDB Digital Network, we care. We listen, we support, we understand.
Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Inside the Drag Closet with Jade. Join Jade DeVere and her fabulous team of guests as they discuss all things drag, from wigs to makeup to performances and everything in between.
Join us at WLFE-DV.com for upcoming shows and more.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive podcast where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. All right, I'm not doing the accent all night, but I wanted to get that out of the way. Hi, everybody. It's me, your host, Jade DeVere. We've got an amazing episode planned for you this evening, and we are kicking off Halloween. This is where most drag performers are born, so we figured let's have some fun. We've got some amazing guests here this evening. All the way from Colorado, we have Dante Virgil joining us. I got to meet him a little while ago. He is amazing. You are not prepared. And a dear hometown sister who's moved across the country. We've got BELLADONNA joining us this evening. We also are going to be joined by my lovely co-host, AMETHYST Diamond, tonight. But we need to kick off the episode with a little who, what, and where. Starting with me, who am I? My name is Jade DeVere. I am a drag performer. I've been performing for 437 years now, give or take just a little bit. I love drag. It's so much fun. And it's what I enjoy most. Sometimes it depends on the day, give or take. What am I wearing? Well, I wanted to serve a little Nadia from What We Do in the Shadows. Don't worry, there's going to be a ton of TikToks tonight. I filmed 30 of them already, so don't worry. Hair I've had for a while. Fangs I've had for a while. My makeup tonight is Morphe. And actually, my lips tonight, I'm trying out a color from Beauty Bakery. I really like it. It's a beautiful red, although it's a little tacky. So I'm a little, it might be the other color I have with it. I'm not certain yet, but I like the shade. It's fun. Plus, just throwing stuff together to give you a little bit of a dark fantasy. Where can you find me? Well, you can find me at all of these little things scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Venmo. That's right. If you enjoy Inside the Drag Closet, just throw a couple bucks my way. That way we can keep the show going. Yay! We're getting a little merciless about asking for tips, but you know what? It's a drag show. We were supposed to get tips. Anyway, you can find me on TikTok. You can find me pretty much anywhere. You won't find me in your grandfather's bedroom because that's Anastasia's already in there, so never mind. Anyway, let's keep the ball rolling. Let's see who we got this evening. Robin is watching this evening, and Vicky. Hello, ladies. Good to see you. My lovely husband, Derek, is watching. Yes, queen. Yes, darling. Cassie is watching. Hey, Cassie. Good to see you digitally, I guess. I love that Amethyst mom watches. Hey, Miss Tammy, how are you? Derek's getting into it already. Okay, I have to get it out of my system. I hate this goat. There it is. Orion, I love a combination of Lily Monster and Morticia Adams. Oh, it does give a little bit of that. If you have not watched What We Do in the Shadows, what are you doing with your life? Make sure you watch the show. It is absolutely ridiculous. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll hear a lot of swearing, but it's totally worth it. Oh, even Mama Thompson is watching this evening. Hello. We've got the whole family watching. Amazing. Oh, Miss Dakota, Miss Sedusa La Creme watching this evening. I get to work with her this weekend. That's going to be fun. Marcy and Carrie, who I finally got to meet in person this week, and were super sweet, super amazing. Even though I kicked them out of the dressing room, it wasn't personal. I love you both. Miss Vicky, oh, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Miss Vicky Fisher is watching this evening. Good evening, ladies and gents. Hello, Miss Vicky. Miss Amethyst Diamond is watching. Wait, Amethyst is watching. Wait a minute. What? She's watching? What do you mean she's watching? She's right here. Ah! Oh, there.
Hi.
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 Hi, dude. What's going on?
How you doing, girl?
Just checking my social medias, watching programs and things.
You know, doing your nails.
Doing my nails, just a little something. Those damn kids are going to get it. Those kids are going to get it. Sweet dreams, bitches. Hi, everybody.
All right. If we give them a little who, what, where about you.
Okay, sure. Hey, everybody. It's your favorite mess in a dress, Miss Freddy Krueger or Amethyst Diamond tonight. Oh, Lord, ladies. It is we're in October now. So happy Halloween to everybody. We're dedicating this whole month to the art and the spooky and the horror and the everything fantastic about the month of October, especially Halloween. I've been doing drag for 22 years. I love doing drag. I love traveling. I love meeting new people and making a lot of new friends and connections. What I'm wearing tonight, honestly, I'm a Party City queen tonight, baby. This came all the way from Party City. Can you believe it? I know. The glove, the hat, and everything, all from Party City. Go get yourself one. The makeup is Morphe and Mac. This rotted piece of hair came from the back of my closet. And I'm wearing my sweat shorts tonight, which is the most comfortable part of them all.
We have gotten so complacent doing digital drag, just sitting here in gym shorts.
Yep, it's nice. I wish I could do gigs like this.
Right?
You know what I mean? Could you imagine?
Just hairy legs hanging out.
Absolutely.
So, girl, do you love Halloween?
I love Halloween. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Who doesn't? I mean, you get to play dress up.
Absolutely. And I mean, for those of us who do drag and are in this art of performing, like, it's kind of like Halloween all the time for us, only when it actually is Halloween, we get to like take it to a different level and try things that we don't normally do. We can do music that you can't do, for the rest of the year because it's themed to a specific time of year, which we're finally in. So I always appreciate doing Halloween shows or holiday shows, any kind of theme show, because it pushes us beyond what we do, what is our normal, you know what I mean? So,
I will never, like, I know there are performers out there who are just like, sorry, I don't do theme shows. Why not?
Why?
They're fun.
Why?
Plus, the theme does most of the work for you.
Exactly. And honestly, it's easier for me to do a theme show because about 75% of my closet can be ignored finally. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, cool, scary stuff. There's a section for that. Like, you know what I mean?
So true.
I love it, though. I love doing Halloween shows.
Who else do we have in here? We got a new name in here. Miss Latasha Lovett is watching this evening. Hey, boo.
Hi, bitch. Come on, Latasha Lovett. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We love the love.
Derek would like to point out, if they wanted to see us from the waist down, they should have come to Divas Down Under last Friday.
How about it? How about it? All those people sneaking in the dressing room. Shame.
Shame on them. I'm kidding. They thought I was so mad. I was not mad at you.
She's mean. She's a mean lady. She's very mean.
Vicky would like to point out theme shows are so much fun to do and even more fun to watch. Completely.
Absolutely.
I love a theme show.
I agree.
But girl, do you want to get into things tonight with our wonderful guests?
Yes, we have some very talented individuals tonight, and I cannot wait to get this going.
Now, our first guest, I was introduced to him through Anastasia Diamond. I wanted to feature more kings on the show, and I was like, I need more kings. So she sent me this wonderful list of kings from Instagram. And I reached out, and Dante was like, a podcast that's not all about RuPaul's Drag Race?
I know. What? Get into it, people. Get into it.
Now, everyone, get ready to welcome our first guest for the evening. You are absolutely going to love him. Put your hands together for Dante Virgil.
Okay.
Your mic isn't on.
Look at you.
There we go. There
it is.
Amazing. Dante, why don't you give us a little who, what, and where?
Hey, so I am Dante Virgil, and I'm an alternative drag king of 2 years this month, but I am a cosplayer and makeup artist of 8. And I live in Denver, Colorado, and I am only 20 years old, so I still got a lot of time left for experience. What am I wearing? Well, as you can see, I am wearing the most alternative, absolute, nicely done up, just boutique from hell, but of course, this feather boa is just generic. I am wearing my favorite blazer and a cosplay piece that is separated from the rest of it. And I'm wearing Snazaroo, Maron, as well as a couple other products such as from Lorac Pro, as well as Pro Fusion palettes. Also, pigment is great for cheap. And then this ruffle ass wig that I keep wearing almost every single time, even though I have these poor 50 other wigs that I barely touch all the time. And where can you find me? Well, this little thingy's down below here with all my handles on it, on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find me, and in my Venmo. I'm broke. I don't work, so I'd appreciate the money. Thanks.
Get it.
Amazing.
I love you already. Oh, you mentioned a few makeup product companies that I haven't heard of before. Are they more geared toward like theater makeup, or?
So Lorac Pro is actually a smaller, it's a small business, UK-based company. I only own one of their palettes because, you know, of course, I don't make that much money, and you want to pay the accurate price for these really good products. But I have their Circus tent palette, which obviously being the freaking clown I am, I just felt the need to have this. And it has amazing pigments on it. Usually I'm not a fan of glitters, but their glitters are excellent. They stay on really well. You kind of actually have to buff at it to get these glitters off. They don't just flake off. And has a very wide range of different pigments that oftentimes some other palettes don't use.
True.
And then Pro Fusion is usually just like found at Walmart and stuff. I usually like to use their products because they have an easy lift off of them compared to a lot of other eyeshadows, which when you're working with paint, if you have easy lift, it definitely stays on really well.
Gotcha. I mean, you look amazing. The artistry and the detail that are in everything you have on, that's perfect.
Yeah, like you are an artist.
Very well done.
Well,
Tamia is calling your look Him Meets Stardust from Has Been Hotel.
Oh, I could definitely see that. That would be a good crossover.
Awesome. I love that.
I have done a him look before though, so it isn't that.
Him's like the greatest character. Like, oh, and hi to Mia, and shout out to all of our Rehoboth friends watching the show tonight. Big shout out to a Dirty 30 for Diamond Doll, our friend out there. We love you. Thank you so much for the fun. Congratulations on making it to 30, honey. Here's to another 30 more. We love you. We love you all. Thank you so much.
I can't wait to turn 30.
You and me both. Oh my God. Me too. Me too.
So Dante, I want to know, well, actually, we got a question here from Eve Brown, otherwise known as the incredible Jamie Angel. They would like to know, which makeups do you like best of the ones you mentioned?
If I'm considering everything, including my base paints and the eyeshadows and such I use, when it comes to my base paints, such as the overall, I prefer Maron, because of the fact that Maron works with majority of skin types. It stays on really well, and it's water activated, so it won't dry your skin out. And it has an excellent stay that it won't chip off as some other water-based paints tend to do. Because actually, this is a big chunk of this is Snazaroo. And while it works great for me, especially if you're not super experienced with Snazaroo, a lot of people have issues with not knowing how to use it properly, and their paint flakes like nonstop. When it comes to eyeshadows and pigments and such, I probably would have to say the Lorac Pro palette, mostly because of the highlighting and stuff that I do is majority from it, as well as just I packed on a lot of red onto the paints to, you know, better just blend in and make it seamless. And their shades are just pretty great. The darker ones did come from before I knew that he was problematic. James Charles palette from Morphe, which that's where a lot of the contouring and darker shadows come from as well. I would have used probably another Lorac Pro palette for said shadowing, but you know, there was a lot of browns and stuff on that palette, and the Circus tent just doesn't offer that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alicia would like to point out she's going to copy Lil Nas X and race to the stripper pole to hell for Dante.
Nice.
Well, I'm just going to look at the ceiling and wait for you then.
Right?
I like this. Dante's down for it all. I love it. Dante, GTF, baby.
Dante, I want to share some of your looks. Do you mind just telling us a little bit about each one?
Sure. Go ahead.
Let's start. This one caught my eye, and I was like, ooh, I need him on the show. This.
Oh, this one. So,
beautiful.
This one is my, of course, Archangel look that I did a long while back. The collar is done by a very lovely artist I know called Raspberry Masochist, which they spend their whole time making these chokers from scratch. And I was like, wow, it has crosses and stuff all over it. And it gave me big inspiration of, you know, angels and such. And I usually don't do angels and like light looks. And so I was like, you know what? You know how people are so messed up about how biblically accurate angels are? Let's just do that and let's just see where we go. And it was pretty fun drawing on all the eyeballs and everything. The wing earpieces were a bit of the hardest part, but I just absolutely, this look probably gained me the most traction on social media. I got well over 2,000 to 3,000 shares on it, and it was sent even to like, I think it was sent to like certain Christian groups. I don't even know.
Oh, you're the second coming. They didn't know.
Right.
They didn't. I have arrived. Do not fear me, human.
We've been here the whole time. I mean, what were they waiting for?
Right. And it's so good. And your lines are so crisp in that. Like, I can't. Yeah, going through your Instagram, I was at a loss for words half the time. I was like, ugh. It was just weird noises coming out of me, like, ugh. Oh. Yeah.
I am very finicky and want to pay attention to detail all the time. And even though a lot of performers say, don't mind the small details, they don't matter. Well, to me, I do not give a shit.
Yeah, those people are lying to you. Yes. How long does a look like that take?
Oh, good question.
So for like the Archangel one, that one took like 3.5 hours. Okay. This one took like about only like 2.5, plus because I messed around and I had a lot of time because I got started a little too early. But on average, around 2.5 to 3 hours of each look. If they're more simplistic, like my Marshall Lee, or if I do Homestuck, they might go to about 2 hours.
Okay. Wow. That's incredible. Yeah, your attention to detail is very obvious. Very obvious. So yeah, good for you.
And it's
that's amazing.
Ironically, Cassie just asked the same question. And you've only been doing this for 2 years?
Yeah, so I've only been doing drag for 2 years.
Okay.
It'll be 2 years on the 17th, but I've done cosplay and makeup for 8.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow.
So, one more question before we get to our second guest. Who is your favorite character to cosplay?
Oh, that's... so anybody who's watching, if you know who Homestuck is or what Homestuck is, you definitely know this. And if you don't, that's okay if you don't. But there's this character in Homestuck that he has a skeleton-based aesthetic, but he's a skeleton clown. And so there's this one look that I did a while ago. You might have seen it floating around. His name is Carlos Makara, and he has this whole skeleton suit done up, the wide swirling horns. He has like, really fluffy hair, and he has his lips sewn shut, and the skeleton clown, face done up. And he's pretty fun to do, especially when walking around in public and you're walking around with boxers on the outside instead of on the inside. It definitely catches some eyes.
Oh my God.
I've accidentally scared children in Walmart with it.
That part. Yep. That part.
That's incredible. Can you send a picture to me during the break so we can share that with everyone?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because I was looking for it through your Facebook, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just going to ask.
Yeah, that's so good. I got a lot.
Right. Oh, and they're all good. Everyone out there, make sure you are following his Instagram.
Yes.
Make sure you are tipping. He's got his PayPal and Venmo up there. So, oh my God, the artistry you have brought to the show tonight is incredible.
Thank you. It's
After
good to
the
be
commercial
back.
break, are you game to come back and answer some questions from the audience?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
Thank you, baby.
We're going to let you hang out backstage, and we'll bring you back after the commercials.
All right.
See you soon.
Bye.
Yeah,
we could all take a lesson from Dante, huh?
Oh my God.
Goodness.
Yeah. Like,
I'd love to just sit and watch.
Yeah, it was so funny. So for those of you at home, sometimes we get together and we paint in what we call the backstage area before the show goes live. And Dante was like, I'm going to focus and do it on my own. So when he popped on screen, I was like,
yeah.
So speaking of things that make me make weird noises, how much does a segue? Are you ready for our next guest?
Yes, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so glad.
Do you want to introduce her?
Absolutely. Honey, coming all the way to y'all from the other side of the country in Portland, Oregon. Give it up for my sister and yours, the one and only Belladonna Ouija.
Yay! Yay, I love her. She's amazing.
Hi, welcome back to my channel.
Thank you so much for having us tonight, honey. It was a pleasure.
I've always wanted to do that.
That was ridiculous.
You're welcome.
Wow. Come on now. It's Belladonna.
All right.
Bella. Say Bella.
Bella, why don't you give us a little who, what, where about you?
Oh, God, if we must. All right, so who are you? My name is Bella, Belladonna. A lot of people just call me Bella. I don't really have a last name. The reason why a lot of people call me Belladonna Ouija, one, I do love the Ouija board. It's one of my favorite things. But also, it's literally because Facebook was like, you need a last name. And I'm like, I don't have one. And it's like, then we're canceling your account. So I'm like, sure, Ouija. So my name's Bella. I am here in Portland, Oregon, not too far away from Dante. Still a little light here because it is only 5 going on 6, so it's fun here. What are you wearing? I'm wearing a pink nightmare. I don't know. It's like a cross between a Trixie Mattel fan, pink Western meets pink Girl Scout trying to sell you cookies. I don't know what I'm wearing, but it's pink and I love it. So, the dress, actually, fun fact, I got this dress at a thrift store here in Portland called Buffalo Exchange, and everyone at the store named it the Dolly dress because, you know, look at it. It's so good. Fringe everywhere. As far as my makeup is a combination of just trash makeup and then actually like 5% that I actually bought. So some stuff on my face might be eating away at my pores. Where can all of y'all find me? Please don't. No, I'm kidding. Find me on Instagram. I'm a little more posting on Instagram than Facebook. Instagram, I'm at Dumpster Makeup. And then for Facebook, just Belladonna Ouija. And you'll probably find me standing next to, oh no, wait, I changed my image. I'm now Beast Boy because like Dante, I actually do cosplay as well. I've done a few things here and there, so here we are now.
I love your Beast Boy look. That one is, I think, my favorite of all the looks that you've done for cosplay. I think Beast Boy is definitely my favorite. You nailed it, and I love it.
Thank you. It took me a while to blend all those greens. It's hard to match greens, but we got it. We got it there.
Right? Yeah, you did that thing, honey. I loved it. And you're very Molly Ringwald tonight, and you're pretty in pink. I love that.
Oh,
give him a shake, honey. Marcy, that's for you. There you go, honey. There you go.
There, ratings are up by -5. Good.
Yay.
We lost 10 people. We lost 10 people just now. Sorry.
Good.
10 people were like, no, thanks, we're good.
But for those of you that are watching, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video. Do it right now. We'll wait.
Links to my other videos are here and here, and exits are here and here.
I got all night, honey.
Right.
Share that video, babies. Share that video.
So let's talk a little bit about Beast Boy.
So I love Beast Boy. Garfield is just an amazing character, and I kind of relate to him a little bit with my own actual like mental illness problems because his character very much like blames himself for his parents' accident, and I blame myself for a lot of things, and it gets like very self-destructive. And so I kind of connect with Beast Boy in that way, that like he's constantly tore up, that like I'm the reason for all of this. But also like he's just such like a laid back fun character where he's vegetarian, he just goes with the flow, he has like his voice and he speaks it, and who wouldn't want to turn into any animal just like that? Like that's pretty awesome. So and actually the photo itself is from one of my friends. He did that with an iPhone of all things. He took that photo with an iPhone. It was just like, wow. There you go.
Amazing.
That's awesome. I mean, that picture makes me flood my basement a little bit. I can't lie about that. I love that.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm a fan. Thank you. Somebody get the pop.
Love in the comments. Belladonna is adorbs. Lacrosse is watching, sending love to Bella.
Oh, hi, Lacrosse. Thank you for your help back in Pennsylvania.
Derek would like to point out, come through, Trixie Mattel Beret.
Yes, I have. It's a thing. Wait, let me check my makeup. I'm good. Wait.
Love it.
Wait, let me check my eye makeup. I'm good.
Admitting you have a problem is the first step to recovery.
I'm good.
Is that Stacy?
I do have Stacy. I was looking for Stacy, but this is Stacy's mom. Product placement, product placement. No, I was looking for Stacey. I only wore her once, and I was like, oh, she's such like the perfect pink, but no, I couldn't find her. So she's Stacey's mom. Oh, and the topper, my topper is actually from Sugar Pill. It is Chrysalis. So this is my little topper in the highlights. So
nice.
Cute.
I've never used Sugar Pill.
Oh, it's so good. I definitely love their stuff. I have loose pigments, a palette, and then liquid lip plus like a gloss over top. So I got the game with like the bundle box, and so far I'm in love with all of it. So
nice.
I've heard nothing but good things about Sugar Pill, so I think I have to invest.
What is Trixie's makeup lineup called, or makeup line called?
Literally Trixie Cosmetics.
Okay. How is it?
It's really good. So like her stuff is like her like the lipsticks, like these go on pretty creamy. The liquid lipsticks, I haven't tried any of those, but they look like they go on nice from review videos. I have, what else did I have from her? Is it just lips? Am I really that's all yeah, oh, I have some, as I flip everyone off, I have glitter. I have a pink glitter from her, and that goes on really nice. Like it's not like grainy. It's actually pretty soft. So
that's what I hate most about glitters, is they're just gritty.
Yeah, hers are not that gritty feel, as well as they are eye safe, and I think they're okay like flushing down the sink. So like when you wipe your face, people are all about like biodegradable glitters and all that. Hers, I think, are eco-friendly.
Okay.
Amazing.
Nice. What you been up to out there in Portland, baby?
I don't think I'm allowed to show that on camera unless people are 18 and older and can enjoy cannabis as a recreation.
I love you.
That's valid. That was a whole bunch.
That was a whole bunch.
We do have to go to a commercial break in a moment, but before we go, Derek would like to point out Belladonna as Linda Belcher is the end-all be-all.
Yeah.
Let's just get that picture up here right now.
Yeah.
Nice one. There she is. There is the iconic Belcher family with Teddy. So that's honestly one of my favorites. So good.
Before we go to commercial, Bella, can you do the voice?
You have to.
All right, folks. So this is what happens. I do a mean Linda Belcher impression, and a lot of people want me to do it, and I get stuck in it. So let's hope I don't get stuck. See if I can get in the mood here. Hi, everyone. It's me, Linda Belcher. It's so fun to be here. Oh, look. I shimmy my ruffles. So good. I love it. You know, I'm starting to smell some crepes. Want some crepes? Oh my God, did you see my new episode? Oh, I had a bottle cap too. It was a little flower arrangement. Bottle cap too. We would bounce bottle caps on his nose. So cute. Hit by a milk truck. Right in front of my eyes. Gone. I'm okay though. It's fine. I gotta go water the flowers.
And now we've lost her for the rest of the night.
It's true. Linda will be here for a while.
Linda's here now. We've summoned her. Happy Halloween.
Well, kids, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and then after the commercial break, we are going to do a little Just Ask Jade. So, and after Just Ask Jade, we are going to be answering all of your questions. So make sure you're watching, make sure you're liking our Facebook page and the YouTube channel. We're at over 8,000 likes, which is crazy.
Share it, babies. Share that video, honeys.
We have more followers than we have likes, which means more people follow it than actually like it. And that's valid. That's very valid.
Creepy.
But we will be back in a few minutes.
Right.
See you soon.
WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV,
You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels: Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows, LGBTQ Friends for all of our LGBTQ shows, Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DB.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows. Here at WLFE-DB, you can find shows that vary in many topics: the paranormal, the creepy, heavy metal, and LGBTQ and drag. Our shows are your shows, and we want to provide a wide diversity for all to enjoy. So, tune in to Facebook.com/WLFEDB Radio. Like, follow, and share with your friends and family. Also, go check out our website at www.WLFE-DB.com. 2021 just got better. Your favorite shows from WLFE-DB Radio can now be found on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Yes, we now video stream to both of those platforms. Search for your favorite shows like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Everything Yet Nothing, Paratalk Radio, Step into the Paranormal, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and more. Now you won't miss an episode. Remember, follow Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe and follow your favorite WLFE-DB radio shows.
More from WLFEDB Radio Network after this.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Oh yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
You're listening to WLFE-DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Just Ask Jade, the segment where you can ask a drag queen anything. Yeah, that used to be my YouTube channel, but I'm going to do a segment tonight. And I'm going to look at some of the questions I had asked ages ago. And I'm just going to randomly pull up an episode. So, see, episode 16, question number 3. If you had to pick one song that was your all-time favorite song / mix to perform, what would it be? What would it be? I have 2. So I have this crazy mix of Chiquitita by ABBA. It's 7 minutes long. It's a dance mix, and I vow to never, ever dance during it, just because. I also have a remix of Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music. I absolutely love that too. But I feel like I just answered that question last week. So let's ask. Episode number 22 was April Fool's Day. So let's do that one. This is a good question. It seems every now and then I get a pack of ramen that just tastes better. Why do you think that is? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a fan of shrimp ramen. I've always liked shrimp ramen. I could probably live on shrimp ramen. Might be the water. Oh, and the cup of ramen rather than the packet of ramen. Ooh, the cup of ramen is the thing. Well, that went off the rails. I did get 2 more questions here. The first one from Alicia. I'm curious on Jade's fangs. I just those 2 and glued in with like Fixodent, crafted to fit your teeth personally, or made them myself. So, multiple question. I got these years ago. They're actually a double set. They do come like this, which helps them stay on better. They were by the same company that makes everything in the little coffin boxes, but they don't make these anymore. So I've been taking very good care of them. So yeah, I try to be very cautious with them. And I put them on with Polygrip. Just Polygrip, you know. It goes on really easily. You just kind of put them in, you squeeze them into place for a little bit. I end up sucking on my teeth for a little bit, like, but then they stay on. When you take them off, though, it looks gross. It's this white, slimy goo that looks very graphic. So, yeah, it's just, I love these fangs. I've gotten very used to talking in them, although I'm biting the crap out of my lower lip tonight, but I love them. And I do have one more question before we get everybody back, and that is from Dana. I love you, Dana. Basic bitch question in 2 parts. 1, where do you get your wigs? And 2, what is your favorite horror movie? This wig is from Amazon. I wanted something that looked like Nadia's hair. I found one and I styled it myself. I have my whole wig rack over here. We've got a lot of styled stuff. I have stuff by Kenra Lynn, Ariana Autumn. I have a beautiful piece by Zamber Sky. Alchemy Wigs did one. I have a couple that were styled by me. I have 2 sitting here that are a project I'm going to be working on. I have to find out if I have the skill set for it. But yeah, lots of styled wigs. You know, Scarlett says the same thing. You know, Amazon is great if you know what you're looking for. Look at the reviews. If it's a good review, odds are it's a good wig. I legit cut these bangs right before we started because they were right in my eye. And I was like, well, Nadia's always hit right about here. So I had a midlife crisis and I cut my own bangs. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my gosh, more questions are coming in. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Here's a good question. Amethyst Diamond would like to know, who is my favorite co-host? Well, that's awkward. It's really awkward. All of them. Don't make me choose. Right, Amethyst? Don't make me choose.
What?
Girl,
I'm
you're
your
on.
favorite, right?
You're on the
I
screen.
thought I was your favorite co-host.
Oh my gosh. You are, there is no way I could choose between all of you. Although you have gotten me more bookings than the other 2. Rude. Just rude.
That's me.
Girl, I am having a blast tonight.
It's a good show. Again, it's Halloween, and it's just, we all can be out of our element a little bit and just celebrate the season. You know, it's cool. I love it.
And play and dress up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody out there, they could be buying their very own Inside the Drag Closet, you know, merch. We've got t-shirts and beach towels. Beach towels
we do.
Kind of over, but that's all right. These are super soft, by the way.
I want one.
And we still have masks and gaiters.
And why is that?
Because that's still a fucking thing. Anyway. Isn't it funny? We have to wear masks because the people who aren't wearing masks are forcing us to keep wearing masks. How about that?
Wouldn't that be funny if that worked like another way in life? Oh no, I'm trying to think of a scenario.
Yeah.
Like if everybody had to do drag because we do drag.
Oh yeah. Or if like you didn't believe in something, that means everybody has to live by that rule.
Right. I'm writing
if
a book.
everybody had to have a fanny pack just because I want a fanny pack.
Everybody needs a fanny pack, honey.
True. True.
I have one.
So do I. It's right over there.
Somewhere
All
around
right.
here.
Girl, you ready to bring the kids back and party?
Yes. Come on back, babies.
All righty, kids. Let's welcome back to Inside the Drag Closet our incredible guests for the evening, Belladonna and Dante Virgil.
Fierce. Fierce.
I'm back, bitches.
Fierce.
So before we dive into questions, Dante did just send me the picture, and I want to share this with everybody. Just,
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
so
I
good.
literally had glued my mouth shut with those strings across them. It was really hard to film for the video I had to do.
Wow.
Commit.
Now, how much of your like? Do you make a lot of the stuff for your looks?
Yeah, so like these ears, I handmade these ears, and I do a lot of other things, but majority is either thrifted or taken apart and I refurbish from costume pieces, and then I put it into something else.
That's smart.
The mix.
That's very smart.
You said the top you're wearing today was from a different look.
Yeah.
What is
So
that from?
here, let me take off my blazer so you can see.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Hello, OnlyFans.
So this whole top right here, it has the Helsing insignia. This is from an anime called Helsing Ultimate, which is basically, I think especially if you're really into like vampires, but you want like actual gore from anime, that is your thing. This is originally part of a Saris Victoria cosplay, which I've done her for 18 Plus Con like a couple years ago. And the aesthetics in this whole anime is just, wow, it's gothic, it's punk. It's just amazingly dark. And the abridged version on YouTube is also pretty great. But yeah, this is from that con.
Nice.
So we did get one comment here that I want to address. Marcy and Carrie would like to point out that Marissa is watching, and she says, hi, ladies. Hi, Marissa.
Hi, Marissa. Hi to all the children and all the puppies over. They had me over at their house the other night for dinner, and they were the kindest, most sweetest, amazing people. Like, words can't describe it. There's so many words, but they treated me very well, and I was very blessed and happy to join them and their family for dinner. So thank you so much for having me, and thank you, kids, for everything. Love you.
So we have a very good question here. Anybody out there, if you have questions, make sure you're typing them in. But I want us all to answer this question. Orion would like to know, why do they call it a fanny pack when it's in the front and not on the fanny? Bella, would you like to take that one?
God, and you know what's funny is over in the UK they don't call it a fanny pack, and I forget what it's called because over in the UK they look at us weird because we call it a fanny pack, and they're like, fanny? A fanny is your bum, and it's just like, yeah, we know, and we don't know why. So I don't know if I can say for certain why we call it a fanny pack, unless it's supposed to be worn in the back over your bum, but I don't know.
And see, I always thought fanny in British slang was the front part for a woman.
Oh, yeah, fanny pots. Yeah.
And you minge.
And you minge. Your fanny.
And you minge. You gonna brush your minge.
What did you minge, love? Did ya?
Oh, it's a bum bag.
That's
bum bag.
Yep.
That's what it is. I thought maybe like the original creator had like a serious fupa going on, and maybe it was like, you know, look like a fanny. I don't know.
Alicia has a question for Dante. How do you keep the horns and ears on?
Oh, so for the ears, depending on which ears they are, these ones are my handmade foam ones. So all the ones that I make, fins and all, they have an elastic strap that they hug very tightly around the base of my ear. So my ear, instead of it just like being out like this right now, it's actually kind of bent in the elastic to keep it on. The horns. Oh, also when it comes to latex ears, I just usually use spirit gum and apply them that way. Now with the horns, some of my horns are also latex and can be applied to the forehead or any other parts wherever you would like your horns. I don't know, it's your life. I use spirit gum. I rare occasion have actually used latex. I really need to get more involved with liquid latex. But for like on my head, a lot of the times I have a headband attached, or I do screws, and I hide them pretty decently well in my hair sometimes, and then I pin them down really well and I cross pin, so that way when I shake my head around, it doesn't fly off.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is hardcore.
There is, of course, always occasions where ears or horns can fall off. Like, it happens to performers, but, you know, you can only do so much.
That sounded very much like the old head on, applied directly to the forehead. Head on. Horn on, applied directly to the forehead.
Horn on. That's it. That's what it's going to be. Horn on.
I'm old.
Dana's got a good question here. If I host my own drag brunch where you just get to come and eat brunch at my place, would you all come? Side note, my husband is a chef and I'm sort of entertaining myself. I love you all.
I love it.
If there's food involved, I'll be there.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't take much.
Give me some mimosas and some waffles. I'll be good. So
yep. Breakfast and mimosas. I'm down. I'm down.
Ooh,
as long as I'm like, allowed to do a crab crawl across the floor somewhere between the tables, we're all good.
Love it.
I want to change my drag name to Mimosa Waffles.
I mean, that sounds actually pretty good.
And Bella is leaving.
Hi, Bella.
Boom.
Mimosa Waffles.
Mimosa Waffles.
Mimosa Waffle St. James.
Oh.
There you go.
That's her family name.
It is.
She earned it by winning a pageant.
All of it. Miss Sticky, 1985.
Ooh, Miss Sticky.
Not Miss Sticky. So I want to know, I want to start with Bella.
Oh.
What is your muse? What inspires you drag-wise?
You know, my inspirations for my drag are very much pulled from a lot of different sources. And I mean, my name itself, Belladonna, it's my love for Stevie Nicks and her song, and her song of the same name. I get it from that, as well as I get the pronunciation from Susie and the Banshees. So their song Belladonna, it's Belladonna, and then Stevie Nicks, the original proper way is Belladonna. But I don't know. I like the Jonah. I just think that's a little quirkier. So that's kind of like, I get my inspirations from like Susie and the Banshees, from Stevie Nicks, from just witchiness, from just weird sources. And I love, I love John Waters. I love just like obscure references. I love messing with people's heads, making them think that like, oh, this is what's going on. No, it's not. Oh my God, this is what's happening. And so just, I love all that kind of art scene. And then, of course, with cosplay, it's just whatever catches my fancy and I feel like doing. So that's about it.
Amazing. Alicia has a tag-on question to that. Did Bella pick their look specifically for the show tonight, or just happen to have it and put it on normally all day?
Let's see. Do we want the real answer or the magical lie that I can spin? So, so now looking at my outfit, I was like, you know what? Let's rock, because some of my outfits, I recently moved to Portland, and so a lot of my drag is in storage, where they're just in vacuum sealed bags, lightly stacked in a storage thing downstairs. So like I don't have all access to my drag like that. I had to dig for it. So I luckily had this fun dress that I got at the thrift store, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna go with like Western meets Trixie fan meets just pink bubblegum stupidness. And you know what? The way that my hair is, maybe I'm a Girl Scout. So I like to throw together a little look with it. So I didn't have a lot to work with at the minute, but you know, I'm just gonna pretend my costume is a Girl Scout who loves Trixie Mattel. So it worked.
Go with it.
So you every day.
And who doesn't love French? Look at that.
How about you, Dante? What inspires your drag?
So ever since I was like a little kid, I have had a fascination with humanoids that didn't quite look human, especially demons and devils. I grew up playing the Elder Scrolls series, so I just absolutely love Oblivion and Skyrim, and it just grew so much to the point to where I didn't find myself really. Whenever you have crushes on characters as kids, most of the time they were like the princesses or the princes or other things like that. But my first childhood crush was like this 8-foot tall demonic being in this video game that is just, it doesn't speak English. All it does is just goes and like at you. And I was just like, and I honestly think that's probably where my monster fucker origins began. But I get a lot of inspiration from demons, devils of the sort, you know, from Elder Scrolls. I'm very into Dungeons and Dragons, especially at this moment. I run my own campaigns. I'm a dungeon master, and I am really, one of my muses right now is there's a character from a Dungeons and Dragons series called Critical Role, and his name is Molly Mock, and he's a tiefling. And there's like art of him everywhere behind me and up on my wall, and just the charismatic, demonic looking, the fangs, the ears, the horns. It's so much more interesting, and it's not as boring, because God forbid someone catches me being boring.
We can't have that.
No.
Absolutely.
Never.
I find that so fascinating. Your drag is based on what you're turned on by a bit.
Why not?
Yeah.
Right?
Why not?
We did an episode, we were talking about it a little bit. We celebrated Drag Kings in March, and at the end of the month we all did boy drag, and at the end of the night I was like, I'm kind of hot right now.
Right?
I'm kind of into me.
Oh no, I don't know about everybody else, but I experience after I am completely finished with my look and I'm looking at myself in the mirror, or maybe I am just such a self-absorbed narcissist, I have no idea. And I just like look in the mirror and I'm like, I'd fuck me. That's so funny.
Absolutely. And you should do that every day when you wake up and look in the mirror. Be like, you know what? I'd fuck me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Self-love.
Yep. I
Gotta
support that
respect
fully.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Self-love, and that is why Dante is wearing glasses right now.
Absolutely. Everything is literally red.
Orion's like, best pep talk ever. I'd fuck me.
Yep.
Absolutely. Do that when you look at yourself for your job, when you get up just to go.
Yep.
Everybody should love themselves.
You hear that, everybody? Oh. You know.
Love yourself lots and frequently.
Yes. It's very healthy.
We got a couple people checking in. Zeke is watching tonight. Hi, Zeke. Hope you and Kimura are having fun. The drag husband is checking in.
Yes, yes.
We got to get Kimura on here at some point.
Oh my God, yes.
Right?
Oh my God, yes. Please, let's make that happen.
Derek just pointed out after the whole "I'd fuck me" part. Do you have the pictures of Bella as Buffalo Bill?
Uh-oh.
Where's the photo?
We can't show those on air.
Now, what's funny is like some of that. So I've done the performance a few different times, and one of the first times I did it, the full thing, because I love Buffalo Bill. I love Silence of the Lambs. Like the whole thing is just so fucking iconic. So I did the full thing, and photos were taken, photos were uploaded. And then the other few times that I did this performance again, photos were posted, but they were removed. So like there are photos of the full, like, hey, goodbye horses. There are photos of that on my Facebook if you dig hard enough. So there you go, folks. If that's not an excuse to go dig through my photos, try and find the Buffalo Bill goodbye horses photo.
The Dig-a-Tonna theme just goes on. Dig-a-Tonna, dig-a-Tonna.
That's honestly one of my favorite numbers, because it's like a whole thing where like I use a scalped woman's hair as like my wig, and then like I beat Clarice over the head and like steal her makeup, and then so
that's awesome.
This is that time of year where all drag performers get to let some stuff out of our system. We get to like embrace a little rage a bit and just like, hey, I've got this sick and twisted thing I want to do. Let's do it.
Right.
This year's a little weird. Like I'm very reserved in what I'm doing this year, but I'm kind of like, there's some crazy shit I'm getting ready to do next year when I can deal with touching people again.
Right. Pretty much.
Yeah. So Alicia has a question. I believe this is for Dante again. Are the piercings real?
Which ones? No, they are not real. The only ones that are real are on my actual earlobes, which are hidden. The rest of these are all fake piercings or ones that I just glued onto my face to act as such, because despite it, almost every single one of my looks has at least a septum piercing in it. So that's one of my little signatures of drag.
Okay. I like that.
I love facial piercing so much. It's because it has like a lovely accent, and oftentimes it kind of defines, great places of the person's face. And
absolutely.
To be frank, I'm just too much of a stickler about what I put on my body to put piercings on permanently, but I just absolutely love them. So I stick as many on as I can every single time.
Live your fantasy, baby.
The only thing that I have that is not piercings on my body, which it's my demon tattoo, which is on my forearm.
Ooh.
Here, I'll show it right now.
Ooh, glove reveal.
Oh,
You're
that
not
glove
naturally
went
red.
right through me.
Oh, that's a good one. We're gonna zoom in on that.
Ooh,
it's a tastefully nude tattoo.
This show is
it was done by another drag artist here named Nixie Theodora. I love them wholeheartedly. And that was my first tattoo that I got almost a whole year ago.
Nice.
Wow.
Orion's got another question for us. I think this is one we can all answer. How long does it take for you to put together a number from costume to makeup, choreo, etc.? Let's start with Amethyst.
I mean, I have a pretty decent closet. So usually I will start with the costume first. and then piece it to my music. I find it easier for me to do that than to pick the music first, because oftentimes if I pick my music first, I expect a certain kind of costume, and if I don't have it, then that just ruins the whole idea for me. So I usually go from the outfit first, something that I could build on and build off of, you know, and then pair my music to that. Does that answer that fairly?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Bella?
So, the way that I do my put together of my performances and stuff, you know, it's a little more bouncy around than what Amethyst is, because it's either the most of my numbers have a either like a theme / story or some kind of like stupid like reference or something. So sometimes if like a thought crosses my head, like, oh my god, what if there's oh yeah, one of my numbers was I want to do a sexy archaeologist, and that was just, why not? Because I saw this one girl dressed as like a vintage archaeologist. I was like, cool, I want to do like a sexy archaeologist and somehow make this funny. So it's either like some kind of inspirational hit me, whether it's like a photo, the idea, or sometimes a song or a costume will inspire me. So like I'll hear a song and then I'll put my own spin on it, or I'll find a costume either online or through a thrift store or something, and I'll look at this costume, I'm like, oh yeah, what if I do something like this? And sometimes I don't pick a song until a little bit later when like the theme is established and what I want to show off or like what I want to perform, and then I'll go hunting for songs, sound clips, and all that stuff. Or sometimes I'll put together like a full song and not know a costume to wear with it. So I'm really all over the place. It's just whenever inspiration hits me in whatever way, I'm just gonna take that and roll with it, and I'll figure out the rest when I go along. So
right.
Nice. Dante?
So sometimes the order of which I do things flip-flop depending on whether I've already thought about things for this look in mind, or this song that just so happened to come up that I'm like, I haven't done this song yet, I need to do something with this song. A lot of my stuff, they don't necessarily have stories attached to them some of the times, as I'm more of an aesthetic dance-based performer rather than like underlying concept-based. So sometimes I have, for example, my Marshall-E. I actually thought of Marshall-E first, but then the song, you know, Good Girls, Bad Guys by Falling in Reverse, I was like, that works perfectly, because you could just mesh it in with, you know, his whole thing with, why do good girls like bad guys? And so when I already have things planned out because I associate characters with songs, it's pretty simple and easy. And if I have props to work with, it makes things a lot easier.
Right.
But if I have to come up with a song, if I have a theme that I have to follow, which I'm sometimes not a fan of, it takes a little bit longer because I have to figure out, well, how am I gonna conform to make sure I fit into this theme or this song that is going on, you know, that I'm going to be doing. So
gotcha. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the fact that you've done Marshall-E and done it so well.
That's great.
Bella just died down there.
I love it. It's so good.
That's awesome.
I had Marshall-E in mind for a long time. Like, the first characters that I've cosplayed all were gray, but I've never done Marshall. And I finally finished that guitar, and it's just been sitting there, and I'm like, let's get on it. Let's do it. I wanna. So I had so much fun walking around as him. It's probably one of my more comfier looks.
We all love cosplay. Comfy cosplays for the win.
Right.
Absolutely 100% agree with that. Nothing It's more of a pain than when you're getting towards the end of like an 8-hour plus convention and you get home and then you just toss off those shoes and you're like, holy shit, my feet are non-existent.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Yep. I did a Sailor Mercury cosplay, and the shoes I wore for that were insane. And at the, like halfway, like partway into the evening, where it was like time was really pushing on me, I was like, I have to walk barefoot. I can't do these shoes no more. And it was just so horrendous. But yeah, they're walking around in certain shoes during cons at like 8-10 hours at a continuous moment. It has hurtful people. Ow.
If you don't walk around in sandals, socks, or barefoot during con at some point, do you even cosplay?
It's a comfy cosplay because Linda is literally sneakers and as like my favorite cosplay ever. It's just, what are your shoes? Sneakers, bitch.
Sneakers.
Right.
Smart.
I need to plug in my phone.
Oh, I went to RuPaul's Drag Con a couple years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna wear short heels. I hated my life.
Oh no!
I was in so much pain because it was all cement. Yeah, it was sharp pain up my legs. I was there for like 4 hours, and I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna go.
I'm done.
I saw the people I wanted to see. I got the photos I wanted to get. Bye.
I so badly wanted to go to one of those drag festivals. I was trying to plan to go before COVID hit with a drag friend in Texas, but of course that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I just really want to experience it because I love conventions so much.
So we got another question. Oh, I never answered the last question. I bounce back and forth kind of like Dante does. I'll be like, ooh, I like this song. I need to come up with something to do with it. Or, ooh, look at that outfit. What can I perform in it? So it's a little back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was another question. Where was it? Oh, Derek had a question. This is for Bella.
Oh, no.
Because of something we've talked about on the show, but Bella, we have heard the story of you being sprayed with holy water at Central PA Pride on this show before. Can we get your version of it? It was iconic.
Oh, God. So, oh, gosh. So it was Pride, and of course, me being the idiot that I am, I love just letting if you're gonna stare at me, I'm gonna give you something to stare at. Like, I'm not just gonna let you just stare at me. I'm gonna give you a show. So my outfit that I wore walking around for Pride and everything, and what I performed in was this spooky, like tattered black and red, just like off the shoulder, one shoulder like dress, and then I paired it with a corset that had like a full-on Ouija board that I printed on it. So I had a Ouija board corset. I had pentacle jewelry, so like a giant pentagram ring, a giant pentacle necklace and earrings, and then on my head is a pillbox hat in the shape of a planchette, which, if people don't know, is this little doohickey that, you know, that's the player piece. So there's a planchette on my head. So I'm walking around. Of course, you know, it's the old days of Pride where they are very just Bible verse. You're going to hell, blah, 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 everything out of the book. So I get to one little section, and of course there's this guy, and he's kind of by himself, and he just has like a megaphone, and he's, you know, just ranting like, homosexuality is a sin. It's so bad, blah, 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 blah. I walk up on the scene. He spots me mid-rhetoric. He is just like, you gays are going to... The devil walks among us. The devil is here with these faggots. This is what's wrong with this, the devil, blah, blah. Because, you know, here I am. And, of course, I'm doing, like, a full Susie and the Banshees, like, makeup. So, pasty white goth from the 80s, high arched eyebrows, thick black lips, everything. So, and my teeth were yellow as nicotine in the lungs. So, he's rhetoric, blah, blah, blah. And I guess like maybe at some point he got with his groupie cronies. And at one point I get sprinkled with water walking by the fence. I'm like, what the fuck? And come to find out, I guess they may have makeshifted some holy water and they're just throwing it at me. And I'm like, thanks. Ooh, I'm cooled off now. Ooh, and like, so I got doused with holy water. But fun fact is I can make my own holy water. Guess who's ordained? So if you need marriage, I can perform marriage.
Marriage.
Look at her, looking dainty and soft.
That.
I love it.
Had fallen off at that point, but yeah, so that was the look. Flat hair, ugly makeup, boobs sagging for the dirt, you know, just everything wrong with that.
Wow, no wonder you scared the shit out of him.
I know. He was like, look at them. Whoops, they're hitting the knees.
Good.
If you want glamorous drag at a Pride event, go early.
Yeah.
We're going to fall apart.
Because the sun is very rude in July.
And the sun is very frequently homophobic during Pride.
Very. The biggest protester of all at any Pride event is the goddamn sun.
Ow! Natural bright lighting and heat on my face. What is going on?
Although I did make a fun announcement. I did a benefit show for Central Pennsylvania Pride last week, and I'm going to put it out there. Nice. Inside the Drag Closet will be sponsoring the tent for all the performers to change in this year at Central Pennsylvania Pride. So we're going to make sure there's plenty of room for everybody. I mean, don't bring your entire wardrobe. Like, calm down.
That's my job.
Exactly.
Well, too bad. Bye.
Sorry about it.
I love that. I didn't know nothing about that. Oh my God.
Yep. We're going to sponsor a tent. We're going to have our logo on the side of it.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
The logo. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Jane, real quick, can I just piggyback off of Dante really quick before you do that question? So
Absolutely.
This comes back to the question of like how do you get your performances and all that? And you had mentioned of like, someone had mentioned about loving theme shows. And I just really wanted to toss in that I love theme shows as well, for the sole fact that it's either, if you put me in a show that has a theme, it's either I'm doing the theme or I'm doing the theme in my own way. And the best example that I can give for the audience is the show at Divas where it was the Lisa Frank show. And it was, you know, Lisa Frank, what do you think? 90s, you think colorful, you know, Trapper Keepers. So I heard, you know, Lisa Frank, and then I heard Frank, and then I heard Ben Frank, and I performed as Lisa Ben Frank. But it's two numbers. So Franklin, Lisa Franklin, and I did a number as Franklin the Turtle. So I love theme shows too. Go ahead, Jade.
I think I was there for that show.
My husband is busy working his Google Foo right now and just found this. Oh, look, there's the guy.
Yeah, there he is.
There's the guy.
Isn't he sweet? Bless his heart.
He was worried about our immortal souls.
He was. And for, you know what? Thank you to that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for caring about us.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe do it a more constructive way, but...
Yeah. Like our Venmos, which are scrolling at the bottom. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. There's mine.
Hit the button.
There's Amethyst's. And here comes Dante's. And the original Ouija board.
Oh,
see, we can segue into that no matter what we're talking about.
We're damn good at this.
It's just pay me now, pay me now, pay me.
Right. Right. You know,
money.
A notification on my phone, $20. Who could it be? Oh, thank you.
Christine finally got a chance to watch the show. Yay. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Chris. Love you, baby.
Oh, Alicia has a good question here for Bella and Dante. What made you all go from cosplay to drag and or mix them? Dante, why don't you start with this one?
So, of course, the first time that I experienced drag, I was already cosplaying for about like 4 or so years, and my ex brought me to the LGBT center downtown because they're like, it's a Halloween night and they're doing drag, and I didn't know what drag was at the time, so I was like, okay, let's go. I don't know what this is, but I'm dressing up. And so they brought me down in there, and it's the youth center, so it was all of us who are, you know, mostly under 18. And that was the first time I also saw Minerva, and everybody was performing up there, and I was like, is this what drag is? What is this? Is it just performing? What is this? And so, you know, they elaborated. They're like, yeah, and I saw like these different kinds of performances, but one thing that appealed to me the most was not only dressing up in a persona, but also their lip syncing and their dancing, which is something, because I was obsessed with Just Dance as a kid. I don't know about y'all. And so I was like, let's do this. I want to get involved. And so my first prototype drag name was actually Pumpkin. And I went as Pumpkin in the youth center for like the rare occasion that I did this cosplay drag. And then one year, it was a couple years ago, around when I first started, it was Pride. And I dressed up in a Homestuck cosplay and I walked around, but like I was in the LGBT weed themed stuff. So I had a ton of weed and like gay all over me. And these people thought I was a drag performer, and I'm like, I'm just cosplaying, but it would be nice to perform on an actual stage. And then I saw, you know, at this place called Mile High Comics over here in downtown Denver, they were hosting like an open, you know, all ages show. And so I was like, I think I'm going to try that. And then the rest, basically history. I eventually, after like that first show, then I came up with my official drag name now, which is Dante Virgil, which is heavily influenced from the Divine Comedy Dante's Inferno.
Nice.
That's amazing.
I like it.
You are making Bella's day.
It's true. It's very true.
I'm delighted.
So true.
How about you, Bella? How do you mix cosplay and drag?
So they both kind of started around the same time, well, I can't say that. Actually, cosplay kind of started first because me and some of my weed friends in high school, like, we just decided one day, hey, we like the same manga, so let's just cosplay as the characters and go to high school. Like, that wasn't detrimental to my mental health. But so we did that. So I kind of cosplayed first, technically. And then after a while, like, I just, because I was still kind of in high school and I hadn't really had my life together, not in a bad way, just I'm a kid, I don't have my life together. So I didn't really have like the ability or like the resources or the knowledge to go to cons yet. So it's been put off for years. But I still love the idea and everything with cosplay. And then later in life, I started doing drag. I got introduced to that. I ran into Jade, unfortunately. And then I ran into some more people. Then I ran into someone called Amethyst Diamond. So I met a lot of people. And so I'm just calling everyone out. So when drag hit me, and then drag happened, and that was just a fun whirlwind. And that actually helped me a lot with learning makeup. And then I transitioned that into cosplay. Like, well, if I can do like a full face of pink, well, maybe I can do Beast Boy green or Ian Lightfoot blue, or maybe a Shrek green or something. Just whatever I wanted to do, I could do then, because drag was teaching me how to do cosplay in a way. And then I went to cons, and then everything else spiraled. And then now I'm the official Linda Belcher. So that's a thing. But yeah, so they kind of balanced each other out and actually helped each other too, which is kind of cool. So
nice.
Like, another thing when it like comes to how I learned doing my drag and my cosplays, of I actually learned how to face paint before I knew how to do normal makeup. And so for the longest time, I was only doing these crazy colored characters, and I could only face paint. I did not touch mascara and nothing until like 8th grade, when I'm like a few years in, and I barely just recently, like the last couple of years, have learned, foundation and, all these other kinds of things that is outside of face paint, which is interesting because you'd think face painting would be more difficult when it comes to, like contouring and stuff like that. But for some reason, I found it the opposite.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It's all very tied together too. I mean, cosplay and drag not that far apart.
Not at all.
Like, yeah.
Not at all.
We do have one more question here. We are getting close to the end of our time, but we've got time for this one. Orion would like to know, what is your favorite character you have ever performed or cosplayed as? I know mine, because mine was just this past Friday. I just did Agatha Harkness from WandaVision. And if you come to Coming Out Day in York, you'll get to see her again this Saturday.
Saturday. I'll be there too, baby.
Sure will. But yeah, who wants to take that one?
I know, right?
You thought, and I love that.
You gotta think about it. My very first performance, like officially as a drag king, I cosplayed as Dual Scar from Homestuck, and basically he's just a dilf with ear fins and horns, and he has like I gave him like the blind eye and like the 2 scars across the face, and the blazer and whatnot. And I did the song "Livin' La Vida Loca," and just everybody was eating it up. And I absolutely love being, I don't know about other kings or other people who like to dress more masculine, but I really, really love being in a suit. I just feel so fucking sexy in a suit. And it's just like I turn into a whole different other person with a suit on. And I'm just like, where the fuck are you when you're talking to everybody else outside of the suit? It's just the suit.
Hey.
It's true, though.
It is very true. It is very true. The confidence that comes from wearing something like even doing drag. It's kind of like, this is kind of like my suit version that you have, Dante. Like when I'm in drag, I'll do anything. Like I'll do anything.
Valid.
So you get so much confidence from certain things in our closets or what we wear. So yeah, I get that totally.
How about you, Bella?
So after thinking about her, I know I guess it's not, I guess it's a little bit of a cop-out answer, but like all the characters that I've ever really done are my favorites. I just don't do like a character for just like, oh, well, I have the resources. Like I have to have some mild connection to the character. So that's a little bit what fuels my cosplay, and a little bit of like, if I do something for drag wise. Right. But as far as like my all-time favorite, honestly, Linda Belcher is just so freaking hilarious, because it's just the way that John Roberts started the character in like the early like YouTube episodes of like his mother and stuff like that, like how he started this character and where she is at right now. It's like she's so iconic. So I guess I love Linda a lot, but I haven't performed, like I haven't done like a drag performance with her yet, but I really want to wait for like the right mix to do that. But as far as performance wise, I don't know. I mean, I've done a couple of like characters that are from things. I think, oh god, who was that? That was god, I'm trying to remember who I've performed as. I guess Barb. Oh, you know what? I performed as both Barb from Stranger Things and Joyce Joyce Byers from Stranger Things. And those two numbers are so freaking fun. For Barb, I performed the song Twist of Fate by Olivia Newton-John. And it's kind of like a performance where it's like, well, what if Barb survived and she came back from the upside down? It's a twist of fate, fuckers. And then for Joyce, I do Hello from Adele. Adele's Hello with the telephone and everything. And I kind of do it as Barb talking to not Barb, Joyce talking to Will. And it's literally the whole first season. It's like, Will, are you there? And like the crowd just loves it. And her character is just so new, where she's just like, this song is fun. Oh, yeah. Like it's just fun. But I'd have to say Linda is my top favorite. Like the voice is just so funny. Although I do have the upcoming con, hopefully it works. I am planning with my cosplay sister, because her and I always cosplay sisters for some reason. We're gonna do Anastasia and Drizella Tremaine from Cinderella. I'm gonna be Drizella, she's gonna be Anastasia, and we've just been looking at like YouTube videos or TikTok videos from just like the Disney parks of like the actual Disney face characters, and they just provide us with so much material, like just kicking each other, rolling on the ground, screaming, just like being hot messes. Like it's like that might be the second favorite, but we'll have to see when it actually happens. But
wow.
I demand pictures.
Right.
Oh my god, well, there's going to be a lot of pictures, so
good. Well, kids, we are reaching the end of our time together, but I want to give everybody a chance to say good night. Amethyst, do you have any last words for the kids watching at home?
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching and keeping this show as fun and as much of a success that it is for us. We appreciate, we love you, we acknowledge you, and you are our number one. So thank you for that. Belladonna, baby, it's always so good to see you. I promise I will get out to Portland to see you very soon. I miss you and I miss your energy, and I hope you're doing well out there. I love and miss you. Dante, your art tonight was a breath of fresh air, and I really, really enjoyed meeting you. Your detail is what gets me the most. I absolutely love that. You're spot on, and you have quite a career ahead of you. So keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for joining us here on Inside the Drag Closet, everybody. Jade, my sister, I love you. I'll see you Saturday.
Yep.
Where we can play again. So I love getting to perform with you so often now. It's great. It's
going to be a party.
I love us and I'm proud of us. So yay for us. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Yeah, love you.
Bella, anything to wrap up tonight with?
Oh, just thank you so much to all those who tuned in. Thank you, Jade, for having me again. You are there. Thank you, Jade, for having me on the show. Anastasia, of course. Not Anastasia. Where am I at? Amethyst. All the diamonds. Where are the diamonds at? Where is this at?
What's my name, bitch?
The diamonds. Amethyst, honey, I cannot wait for you to come out. Can't wait to see you again. We're gonna have fun. And then Dante, you're just right across the way. So honestly, for us to not hang out would be an atrocity, or to go to a con together. But yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here with us tonight, this evening. So, and this is what I want.
Lovely. Dante, anything to tell the kids?
Yes, spinny chairs are excellent. But thank you for having me on for the show tonight. It's definitely a great opportunity, especially speaking that kings notably don't get as many as queens and some other performers do, especially us in the alternative community. Hire your alternative performers outside of Halloween. We're watching you. Jade, you're absolutely lovely. You are splendid. Your humor and your hosting skills are immaculate. Amethyst, I adore your horror aesthetic and your just overall demeanor. I am just delighted. And Belladonna, absolutely, we should cosplay together sometime or something. Your Beast Boy is excellent. And you guys are just all very lovely today. remember to love each other, and any place is better than when you find it.
Aw. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to thank the three of you for making tonight so much fun. I say it a lot. I say it every night, but we always have so much fun here on Inside the Drag Closet. Dante, I'm so glad you said yes. I reached out to a number of kings, and you were the only one that said yes. So I do appreciate that. I want to feature all of drag. You know, our alternative performers are just as valid, so they deserve our spaces too. Bella was also here, and I haven't gotten to give you shit for a while, so I had to get one in. Girl, right. I miss you so much. You need to let me know when you're back this way, or I just need to be able to breathe so we can go out there and visit you guys. Tell your hubby I said hi, and tell Skylar I miss him and he's adorable. And the pictures that your husband posted of your little one, so cute in that suit. I can't even deal. Amethyst, I can't wait to work with you on Saturday. We are going to have the best time. But before we go, we have one more thing to get to, and that is Derek's helpful drag tip of the week. Every week, my husband comes up with a wonderful tip for drag performers, and this week, his tip is walk-arounds are just that, an outfit that you walk around in before the show and between numbers. The audience should not see you in a stage costume before you perform in it. You also shouldn't hit the stage in the outfit you arrive in. There are exceptions to that rule, but not often. I mean, that's valid. I mean, I'm actually intrigued because, Dante, your look is so striking, but very, very indicative of what you're going to do. So how do you hide before a gig?
Sometimes I show up really early. I have a tendency to actually be early compared to most performers. Sometimes, though, some producers give me the time and give me the space to put all my stuff back on. But there are times where, you know what, because of how long it takes of all the pieces, things that I cannot take off and put on super easily, you're just going to have to see what I put on up there, because frankly, sometimes things just aren't easy said than done. So
right.
Very true.
Right.
I was curious about that. You know, I did a marathon last week where I went to work and then I went to a gig, threw my face on for a gig, did the gig, hopped in my car, drove to the next gig wearing the same outfit, which actually I'm still wearing the bolero from. Exhausted, but I wore a veil and I made sure people couldn't see me. So yeah, just find a way to hide.
Right.
Well, kids, we are going to wrap up for the evening. We have an incredible show planned for next week. My co-host will be the amazing Scarlet Overkill, and we have got two returnees to Inside the Drag Closet. The amazing Giganta Smalls will be coming all the way from Connecticut, and you know her and love her, Slayer will be joining us for some ooky, spooky Halloween hijinks. And tickets just went on sale for Divas Down Under, so make sure you order them now. We've got an amazing cast: Amethyst Diamond, Elizabeth Hardon, Poison, Majesty, Jade DeVere, Sapphire D. Dior, and Pola Frost will be performing for you and giving you life. But we have reached the end of our episode for the night, and there's only one thing left to say, and that is, good night, kids!
Good night, kitties. Sleep well.
You've been listening to WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.